He was paid to do it.
Yeah.
Who would want to shoot you?
Why were you targeted?
You're such a good guy.
This is my past.
A 38-year-old mother from Alabama who has filed a lawsuit accusing Sean Diddy Combs and Jay-Z of raping her when she was 13 years old is speaking out to NBC News.
Did you know one of hip-hop's most revered icons might have connections to a federal informant?
This is an interesting one right here.
That's what I was just about to say. I can't read it, but it looks crazy.
D. Haven says he thinks Jay-Z is a federal informant. D. Haven said Jay-Z cut him off and stopped speaking to him out of nowhere when he was going through Tidal. He believes Jay did this because Jay started working with Desiree Perez, an FBI informant, and she flipped Jay-Z. All right, I mean.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's the kind of revelation that makes you question everything: loyalty, power, and the unspoken codes of the streets. And when 50 Cent, a master of the art of trolling and storytelling, is the one holding the receipts, you know the narrative is about to take some unexpected turns.
Dude capping, dude looking for attention. No, it happened. Now other people coming out talking about it. They're putting Jay-Z was a part of it. They telling their story, and it all is coincide what we said years ago, when we said on platforms before, when we said on your show before.
Let's dive into a story that's not just about music, but about power plays, accusations, and a tangled web of secrets that stretches from the darkest corners of the streets to the highest echelons of fame.
Like, yo, we could do things. And I can guarantee you the conversation with Emery, even when Emery came home and seen, he came home and seen the same thing. Yo, you dealing with her?
Who's the chick?
Desiree.
Oh. Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
He came home and had to see it too. Say, yo, what is this? And I can tell you how that conversation probably went. Like, look, man, you don't need to worry about this. You don't need to worry about nothing else ever again. You over here with us now. But what if, yo, she a snitch? Man, that snitch, bro. Them people that's talking about that snitch, we ain't gonna be breathing in the same ear. Them, that's what you worried about. Them that don't have nothing sitting home. Where you gonna be if you don't get on this side of town, get on this side? I can see that conversation happening and move all his integrity and morals to the side to take care of his family after he just did 12 years. I can see that. But I don't see, and what I couldn't put past me, is Emery coming to me. Just on some real nigga shit. This is what hurt when I say, when you expect niggas that treat you the way you treat them, and it don't work that way.
No, that's the worst thing you could ever do in the world.
You know, because I could have expected a nigga to come to me and say, look, man, I don't know what Jay tripping off of. He's still tripping off of that, this, that, and the third. I'm not really with that, but you can't tell him I'm with you. So this is what I'm gonna do. Boom, 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 we work from there. Real But to act like, yo, I'm gonna join forces and do the same thing and play this like this, come on, man. That's humiliating. And now I got you as a yes man, like, yo, bro, you couldn't even speak up for me.
It all started when Jay-Z, one of hip-hop's most celebrated figures, found himself in the crosshairs of controversy. Amidst a lawsuit accusing Sean Diddy Combs of sexual assault, a new name was thrown into the mix: Jay-Z himself. The allegations claimed he was complicit in a shocking act of violence that allegedly took place over 2 decades ago. Jay-Z vehemently denied the accusations, calling them heinous and suggesting they were a smear campaign. But the damage was already done. The whispers had started.
A 38-year-old mother from Alabama who has filed a lawsuit accusing Sean Diddy Combs and Jay-Z of raping her when she was 13 years old is speaking out to NBC News for the first time. She asked us not to reveal her identity.
What made you want to come forward and talk today?
Because I think that I've been quiet long enough about what I've been through, and it's been hard enough to be quiet. But it's a chapter of my life that I'd like to close.
An NBC News review of her account found inconsistencies with her allegations. She says that she went to the MTV Video Music Awards in 2000 to catch a glimpse of her favorite celebrities.
You weren't scared to be all alone?
No, with having autism is like feeling like you live your life in a shatterproof juggle ball. The world's on fire. The fire is inside the ball with you, but there's no way for you to get out.
In addition to having autism, the woman says she suffered a head injury. The night of the 2000s VMAs, she says a friend drove her from Rochester, New York to Manhattan, a more than 5-hour drive. Her attorney provided NBC News with the name of the friend who has since died. The woman says she spoke to Combs' limo driver, who offered her a ride to an after party.
I stumbled upon Diddy's driver, who told me that I was exactly what Diddy was looking for.
What did you think when he said that to you?
I thought it meant that I was just pretty.
She went to a White House, she says, where she spoke to musicians Benji Madden and his brother.
I'm talking to Benji Madden about his tattoo because, you know, I have about his tattoo that's the Last Supper because I have a religious background. So it was just something to talk about.
In a statement to NBC News, a representative of the Maddens confirmed that they did not attend the 2000 VMAs and that they were on tour in the Midwest at the time. At the after party, she says she had a drink that made her feel woozy. Then she says Combs and Carter took turns raping her while a female celebrity watched.
JC comes in and rapes me. He at that point I was fighting, trying to get away from him, and he put his hand over my mouth and told me to stop it, cut the.
After the alleged rape, she says she ran to a gas station where she called her father, who picked her up and drove her home.
We rode home in silence. He didn't ask me what happened. He didn't ask me what I did or where I was.
In an interview with NBC News, her father said he could not verify the claims. Quote, "I felt like I would remember that, and I don't. I have a lot going on, but I mean, that's something that would definitely stick in my mind," he said.
The allegations against Jay-Z weren't the only skeletons pulled out of the closet. Desiree Perez, a key executive at Roc Nation, became another focal point of scrutiny.
But I wonder if any of the people that Roc Nation co-founder Desiree Perez put in a federal penitentiary got released early, or if they were pardoned by Donald Trump, a man whom Jay and Bay professed their disdain for every chance they got. I guess when you're a rap billionaire, you get to have your cake, put on the icing, and eat it too. Here's a quote from the official biography of Roc Nation CEO Desiree Perez. As one of Roc Nation's 5 founders, Perez has shaped the company's course at every step of the way. When hip-hop artist turned mogul Jay-Z, a fellow Roc Nation founder, appointed her as CEO in 2019, Perez gained the designation to match her level of impact. Perez, however, places little emphasis on the change in her title. Her focus remains the same as it always has been, doing what's right for the company and for the world. Back in March of 2015, it actually came out, though it doesn't seem like many people heard about it. The New York Daily News released the story that Perez had been arrested back in 1994 for possession of 35 keys of cocaine and struck a deal with the feds, which led to her wearing wiretaps and working deals from Puerto Rico all the way down into Colombia. And there was a 19-person massive indictment that resulted, I'm sure not just from her work, but her work was a part of. Now, Desiree Perez was the wife of Juan O.G. Perez, one of Jay-Z's longtime business partners. We met back in '96, and Perez herself kind of got her start in the Roc Nation family, managing the 4040 Club in Manhattan.
Jay-Z's decision to employ Perez at Roc Nation raised eyebrows and ignited debates about loyalty and integrity. Damon Dash, once Jay-Z's close associate, minced no words in criticizing him. During a 2015 interview, Dash remarked that such associations made Jay-Z unworthy of discussion in certain circles. To many in the industry, Perez's role within Roc Nation was a betrayal of hip-hop's foundational principles.
Terrible accusation. I think what's iller is how people are reacting to the accusation. Like they putting them through the ringer. And I've never seen them do that before. So that's the thing, like usually things get brushed under the rug with him. And I've been accused of shit that I haven't done before. And people don't scrutinize that. I didn't get as scrutinized as he's getting. So I'm like, it's just odd to see him in that, in that, getting looked at in that way by white people, like Jay does, yeah, like I hope that shit didn't happen, but I'm like, damn, they turned the world real, like people on a certain level have been f***ing with him a certain way where he couldn't do no wrong for like 25 years straight. This is the first time he's not getting a pass with white media, like he can control black media because a lot of them either work or do business with him, but like, drink champs can't get him out of this one, and neither can Charlemagne, because those are the guys that hold him down no matter what he does anyway. So he got to get to People Magazine and Entertainment Tonight right now, because they on his head.
If it was about the money, right? If it was about any money,
yeah.
How much money you think they'd give us for if me and Jay was together to do a film? Them numbers are crazy.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You can't put this shit to the side and say, yo, this is what we gonna do.
Right.
It's something way deeper. And that's why I talk about it, because I want you to say what happened, because there's more issues there. It's gotta be.
Because we talked about the first thing.
So
that's bro, this is what I'm sitting here telling you. This is what will drive you insane. Trying to figure out what.
Right.
Is it just this?
Right.
Because this is all I know. Because if it ain't that, is that? Is it the snitch? Is it your informant friend? Did they come to you or did they get you? When did they get you?
Right.
Is that what you hiding? Is that what it is? Because this don't make no sense.
So that would be the question. What is it?
What is it?
Why did you do this to me?
That would be the only question. Why?
The idea of hip-hop's biggest names being linked to federal agencies is more than just gossip. It challenges the very foundation of the culture. Hip-hop was born from rebellion, a voice for the voiceless. To think that some of its most influential figures might be collaborating with the system they once opposed is a hard pill to swallow for many fans.
You were not surprised by all of the snitching going on in the streets.
No. I 100% was not.
When everybody else is flabbergasted and Tekashi 6ix9ine this and that and the third, you was like, nope, this is typical.
To be honest, like my whole life, even up till now, 33 years old, y'all say I kept going. I had went to county jail, and I had did like 3 stints of maybe 6 months in the county jail, and a lot of like months, but it's always county jail. It was never prison. So when I did go to prison, I went to a federal prison. So it was the education I got there because people don't really unprepared with the guidelines and how the federal court system goes about doing things, and I didn't know either till I went there. So once I went there and went through that, one thing, it made me grateful of my freedom and move different. But second, I got an education of the laws and how they go. So once you've been in the feds, you get out, you understand the power of snitching because everybody snitches. Because that's why they got the conviction rate of 98%. Because everybody who goes to the feds, they really plead guilty or they tell. It's not like fighting trial and people beating it. That's like 1 out of 10.
I want you to say that again for the audience.
It's not no fighting trial and beating it.
98% conviction rate, which means
they're
always winning
because they don't even take the case unless they got all the evidence. That's how they go about their business. They're not just taking cases.
Right.
They taking cases that they know they gonna be able to. They got you. They ain't even coming to the end.
Right.
So that let me know just like, damn, the snitches is what doing this. Because I'm seeing, you befriend people in there and they showing you, man, like, damn, these are confidential informants, these are paid informants. You can just pay, get out of jail, and just snitch forever. In the rap game, manager, driver, artist, and the people are doing it. They did it to me. And I've been rapping about it, but I couldn't really just say it because I was on probation the whole time, but I used to try to say it in my raps.
Knight's comments painted a picture of an industry riddled with secrets and blurred moral lines. While Suge's credibility is questionable, his statements have reignited discussions about informants within the hip-hop industry. If Diddy's alleged cooperation with federal authorities is true, could the same be said about Jay-Z? And is 50 Cent's relentless trolling a way to expose this?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I think Jay-Z a part of something. I don't know if it's police, but I think that nigga part of something.
In there, man.
Yeah.
Jay-Z in there. You better not mention Jay-Z name. He done paid homage to the right people.
Well, I mean, yeah.
He involved in something. I always say that. Jay-Z
All the pictures he got with
involved in
Diddy and he's still free.
Yeah, nah. Jay-Z 100% involved in something. If it's the police, who knows? But if what he involved in got police in it,
it's a gang up.
Well, there's,
that's a part of the higher ups. There's gonna be a lot of government officials.
It's gonna be
in there.
police. It's gonna be government. You know what I'm saying?
Like nigga, fuck the police. He in there with the head of the FBI's and all that shit. The head
with
of,
J. Edgar Hoover.
What they call that? Intelligence, military,
CIAs and all that type of shit.
Yeah.
You know, deep state.
He's been I mean, Jay, this is a dude that ever since like the Lance Rivera incident, this dude literally got away with stabbing somebody. Yeah.
As these narratives collided, 50 Cent's role became even more intriguing. Here was a man who'd built his career on defiance, from surviving 9 gunshots to becoming one of hip-hop's most enduring provocateurs. For 50, this wasn't just personal, it was strategic. His trolling wasn't merely about laughter. It was a way to question the untouchable status of figures like Jay-Z and Diddy.
Well, I don't know what the criteria is off for street credibility. Or
That's
if
it.
If there's something that creates more merit for you. I looked at that experience as something that was unfortunate that I had to, because
I forget, why did the guy shoot you 9 times? Was it drugs or something?
He was paid to do it.
He was paid to do it?
Yeah.
Who would want to
Why
shoot
were
you?
you targeted?
You're such a good guy.
It's my past.
It was a thing,
No,
like a
it's just-
business thing.
It's karma.
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 Explain to me again why this guy was hired to shoot you 9 times.
Well, you was paid because someone, felt like that I would potentially do something to them if they kept going in the direction that they were going.
Man, you are tough.
What are you talking about?
The fact that somebody put out a hit on him because he was going to f somebody up? What kind of shit is that? That's crazy.
But what is
stuff.
this all over?
I don't know.
It's difficult to explain, Robin, because when you're not actually in the environment or involved in this
Just
type of-
explain it.
Explain it to
Explain
me.
it. We'll see if we can follow it.
Nah, man, it's just-
What happened? What had you?
It's
what,
so tough.
You were pissed off at someone and you were going after them. What were you pissed off about?
Nah, we was just having differences.
Oh, like over what? A woman?
Nah,
No
just
way.
going back and forth. Like a guy got robbed in the actual neighborhood.
And he accused you of robbing.
Nah, he just seen me communicating with someone who actually
robbed him.
And he misinterpreted the conversation because he seen me laughing and us talking, but he didn't know I grew up with the guy.
You're talking to a guy who you don't even know f***ed up this other guy.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden they think you're in cahoots with this guy.
Yeah, because you see you laughing and talking, they figure you laughing and talking about them.
Pain-wise, how bad is it to get shot in the face? Like, I mean...
Probably... I don't know how to describe that outside of...
Is it a 10 on the pain scale?
It's not really like, because it's not as painful as having to visit the dentist repeatedly for root canal.
Really? Do you think you're dead at that point when you take 9 bullets? Do you go, oh, this is it, I'm checking out?
Well, it's a life-threatening situation. It's just not.
By the time we reach the end of this labyrinthine tale, one thing becomes clear. The world of hip-hop is far more complex than it seems. It's a realm where loyalty is tested, secrets are currency, and the lines between hero and villain blur. And as 50 Cent continues to pull back the curtain, we're left questioning not just the figures at the center of the story, but the culture that elevates them.
When I was saying things, not knowing exactly what I was saying, but I was going with like, where's Jay at? He's mad quiet. Like while the Puffy thing was going on. But it's obvious now that his team was being made aware that he was in those allegations also. So I hope it works out, because with his family, the things that go on internally, those accusations are crazy.
So, did Jay-Z really snitch? Or is this just another chapter in the saga of hip-hop's most infamous rivalry? Let us know in the comments below. If you found yourself gripped by this unraveling saga, Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. The world of hip-hop is constantly evolving, and you won't want to miss the next chapter in this story. After all, in a game where nothing is as it seems, the truth is often stranger than fiction.